If you remember in the last session, I showed you two application, right? So one is without rag and with rag. So let's see those two things one more time. This is without rag. This is with rag. Okay. Without rag, let me start. Okay, so maybe I'll ask questions, you try to answer these things, right? Okay, well, in that way we'll go. So this is without rag. Can you guys, anyone tell me what is happening here? Who is the dev? What is happening here? Yeah, we are sending the prompt, we are getting the response.
Yeah.
Yeah. In here, what is happening? Can you at least tell me the steps, step numbers?
The
1678.
Huh?
1678.
1678, right? So LLM is my command line application. I'm giving a prompt one LLM application. So LLM application sending that prompt to LLM. So this LLM is basically making a API call to LLM, and it is sending the response. I'm displaying here this word 1678. Let's see the code for that without rag. So here, so basically what we are doing, this is step line number 18 is a step number 1, 18 and 19 is step number 1, checking that, and line number 20 is basically is step number here it is 6. We are making a API call to LLM. Let's see LLM. So invoke is basically method, and let's see LLM. What is LLM? Here LLM, I declare a variable. That LLM is basically, see, Gemini model. Okay, this is a Gemini model. So this is the tool. So basically LangChain is providing the library to connect with the Gemini. I told you, right? So for each model they are having a separate library to connect. So LangChain is providing that. So now I am connecting to Gemini. So because API connecting to Gemini, only Gemini is giving a free tier, free API calls. ChatGPT, like OpenAI, is not giving a free account for making API call. That's why I'm using this Google Gemini. Okay, so this, yeah. Any questions?
Gemini free.
So free, there is a limitation also, but we can make a call, API call to Gemini model. Okay, we'll get a valid response. Whereas if you use OpenAI, right, ChatGPT 1, if you use OpenAI, you'll get you don't have a real limit to use this API, that kind of error. Okay, so this is the Google one, so that's why I'm using. If you want to use OpenAI thing, you can use by importing OpenAI generate AI thing. This is the model, and when you are using API, right, we need to pass API key. So that is a API key. That API key I kept in environment variable. Okay, so that key is environment variable. I'm not showing here because it's a recorded video, that's why I'm not showing, but that thing, you know, right, how to get that or maybe let me see here. This is the one, environment variable, Gemini key, and the corresponding value you can pass here. Okay, so that key I'm passing, and the temperature, right? So this so normally all LLM models is having a parameter called temperature. This temperature is actually varies between 0 and 1. You can give 0 0.1, 0 0.2, between 0 and 1. It's kind of probability thing. So if you pass a temperature is 0, normally we'll get a more deterministic values. Okay, less fictional answers. Okay, if we increase that temperature, we'll get more kind of creative, okay, fictional kind of answers. Okay, so that's why the temperature is a 0. If you have more, if you want more creative kind of content, you can go and use 1. Max is 1, min is 0. Okay, so this is the API file we're making. That is, this is step number 6. And after completing this, got the response, right? That is 6 number 7. And displaying is obviously 6 number 8. Yeah, any questions here? This is a simple app. Okay, so for taking a prompt and getting the response. The same thing you can use for write one UI UI like prompt chatbot kind of thing, and you can make a LLM application. Yeah, any questions here? This is what a simple LLM application we created. Yeah, so it's a simple, right? So except it's a simple lines of code. This thing you can make an API. You know how to make API, right? Fast API you can use. You can can expose this to the for consumers. Let's go to second application. Now let's come to. I'll stop it here, then I'll show. So in the second scenario with RAG, right? And the RAG is following these steps: collecting the information, loading the documents, changing it to chunks, embeddings, and knowledge base. Let's see step by step, one by one. Okay, so let's go to the code first with external system. This is an entry point. Anyway, this is the entry point. I am asking a question. So before that, basically we so this is basically second step, right? So like retrieving. Before retrieving, let's see what is happening. See, create a knowledge base. This is the one. So for creating a knowledge base, what is the input for knowledge base? Chunks of data, right? If you see here, so chunks of data for knowledge base. So let's see what is chunks of data, and what the chunks of data, what we need: documents. What are those documents? Let's see, these are the PDF documents, markdown pages, text documents, all the stuff. So this is the collecting information. Let's go to load documents. Here it is. This is the first step. Here what I am doing, so I am collecting the information from the data folder. Let's see data folder. Here data folder is having 2 documents, 2 PDFs, Gen AI course and my CV. These are the 2 documents. That is the first step, collecting external information. Okay, I am specifying the path and I am loading only PDF files. And see this PDF file, so we have a document loaders, right? Each document type is having its own document loader. This document loader type I am specifying. This is a PDF kind format. That's why I am giving only PDF files. This PDF files is document loader. See, this is also LangChain. LangChain is providing document loaders. Okay, so depending upon the content of the document, we have a separate loaders. So PDF, text, unstructured, markdown, that kind of thing. Guys, you are following? Any questions?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So basically, yeah.
Suppose some other files we have. Do we need to mention that also?
Yeah, it's better to mention file type or the data type. Because see, what document loader will do is, document loader will convert all the input sources into standard format. That is a document format, document objects, if you remember, right? So let's say, yeah, if you're not specify PDF loader, let's say you are passing a PDF file, and let's assume you are picking a text loader. In the text loader, because PDF you cannot read the text, right? We have one more step, OCR. We need to extract the text from PDF, right? Yeah, that is the thing. You need to specify. If you're not specifying, it considered as a text file. It PDF becomes a binary file. So binary content it will read. Okay, that's why you need to specify the type of the data. Okay, if you want to get the more accurate information, you need to specify the type of the data, otherwise you will get incorrect results. So that's why that is why I created 3 different utility functions to process each document separately. If it is a PDF files, I'm using a separate document loader. Okay, if it is a readme files, markdown files, I'm using separate document loader. Okay, if it is a text file, I'm using a different document loader. This kind of thing. So input is different, but output format is same. Okay, so output format is always document object. Okay, it's kind of, let's see, it's kind of let's assume if you want to convert regional documents into English language. Let's say we have a Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam. Let's take these 4 regional languages. There are regional language documents. If you want to convert those into English, you need to specify language type. If you not specify language type, see there will be common words in all these languages, and the meaning may change, right? Yeah, so in one word meaning is different in each language. Maybe I'm not getting it. Let's take a word. There is a Tamil word for dog. There is a Tamil word kai something, but in Telugu that's a fruit, right? That's kind of thing is there. Okay, so that's why the word meaning will change in the language. So let's say you are passing the Tamil document and saying the Telugu language. So English conversion, yeah, it will convert into English, but the meanings will change, right? So that's why you need to specify the content and the data type. If it is a Tamil document, you specify it's a Tamil language. If it is a Telugu document, you specify it's a Telugu language. And the conversion is going to be smooth and proper.
Okay. Where you have mentioned that one language?
No, here is the type. See, the type is a text and the loader is text loader. So this is the type you are specifying. This is the data type you are specifying. So when you specify text loader, we are saying that the input files are text files.
Okay, you gave some example.
Yeah, I am given some example.
So here, Chandu, can't we load like a star at a time all the documents at once? All kinds of documents.
Yeah, you can use, but I told you, right? If you use star.star, if the content is all the files are txt files, you can use star.star. But if you are specifying star.star, right, you will have one more check here after that.
So we need to write different.
So this kind of training should be proper. Okay. So in the limitations I told you, right, you have to pass a proper information. If you're giving if you misdirecting, let's say it's a kind of a training only. Okay, so let's say for kids, if you say 2 plus 3 is 7, the kids will understand that 2 plus 3 is 7, and that is a wrong for them, right? So going forward, they're going that the training depends, right? Then the whole career will impact. So like that, so if you're training, you should be make sure that it is a clean, proper data. Okay, so after this is a document preparation. So everything I'm keeping in a docs folder. See here, all these files, I'm loading a PDF files, markdown files, text files. I'm combining everything into a common called all documents. This variable contains all the docs of these 3 things. Okay, after so if you see here,
one more thing, here is there any required means only English PDF files should be, means content should be in English only, or we can?
Okay, that's a good question. So if let's say if it's not English, so extraction everything we can do, but while making a call to LLM, you need to specify that. Yeah, because LLM is a vast amount of data, right? It don't understand. what language you are passing, right? So you need to pass either convert regional language into English language and will pass it to LLM, or while passing to LLM say that this content is in this language.
Okay.
Okay, that information you need to pass.
Okay.
Okay, this is all designing. Okay, you are getting, right? It's not about using this one, how you are designing the system.
Oh.
Okay, so all these things we need to change depending upon the requirement. If it is a regional language, either all convert into common language and pass it to LLM, or while passing to LLM say that this is the content in this particular language, and you do convert it and give me the result. Okay. Yeah.
Suppose if you have a database, how do we load?
Yeah, if you have a database, so that database, so database, that how to extract the data is a thing. So either you take in a CSV form, right, or maybe you'll have some utilities. So use database.
So either way, we need to convert database into
document
files,
object, document files, document objects. Because so database is not actually semantic meaning, these are just a word, keywords, right? Database is always keywords. There is no let's say user ID and name, there is no semantic meaning between those two things, right? If you say user ID 1 and username is Gauri, one Gauri, there is no semantic meaning until you specify Gauri's user ID is 1, right? Though otherwise there are keywords, they are just numbers. Either either you need to pass the list of users so that your LLM will consider that these are username, these are IDs, so ID could be username, user ID, so like that LLM can understand. Okay, all these things we need to do as a engineer, as a designer, we need to design that system. Let's say you're taking from the database, how LLM is going to understand that data is a question. Okay, how you are going to understand that data? So maybe either you can try out by giving a raw data from the database and asking the questions, and this kind of testing how accurately you are getting the information. If accuracy is not good, then you need to convert the database into some meaningful format, and again we need to do that. Okay. Yeah, see, you are asking good questions, and see how I am getting. These are not related to LLM thing. It's related to how you are understanding the problem, how you are giving the solution. Once you have this approach, then you go for the tools to implement that. Okay.
So
yeah,
it's basically like querying. Suppose if you have a data, it is like prompting is the querying kind of thing. Based on context, everything we mentioned, we will get desired results.
Right. Prompt is a query only. Prompt is query only. But the query is, so it's a query in the database side, it's a rule based. We are checking the conditions, right? If this one do this, if this one you do this, that is what query, right? Go to the table, check the condition, get the results. There we are only checking the keywords. But whereas this one LLM agentic AI thing is checking the semantics, the actual meaning. Okay, so in that maybe we have a synonyms, right? Instead of these things, hey, get me the results for top 5. That's the question. So that's the semantic meaning. It will not check. It will check the semantic meaning. I'll get the query. Right. So it's a query only, but semantic meanings. That semantic meaning, basically there is no limit for that. So you can ask, give me the top 5 results, or you may ask the question like that. Maybe I may ask another question, right? But the semantic meaning is same.
Yes.
That is what natural language. We are not restricting to the only specific words, a specific rule. We are applying natural language here. Natural language will change depending upon the person. Okay, but actual meaning is same. That is what agentic AI is real use. Okay. So after creating a document, so then we are going to split those documents. Here the document means document objects, because we converted the sources, external source, into document objects. So this is having document objects. Let's see, if you want to see this, we'll go page by page, okay, or step by step. We're having all document, right? Let's see the documents. How many documents are there? Okay, let's see what is happening here. I think print load line. Let's see this one. I'll it is taking more time, because converting into embeddings will take a lot of time. That's why it is taking. Okay, and see, if you see here, it is actually showing loaded 6 PDF documents, but actually we have given only 2 documents, right? You guys are observing this?
Yeah.
But one is text, right? One is text and one is PDF.
No, both are PDF files only. See here.
Okay.
See here.
Oh.
Data, both are PDF files.
Okay.
See, here I'll show one more thing. I'll tell. Here, this is a PDF file. When I open PDF file, see, we got lot of some different text. Do you know why?
Extracted.
Encoding,
Huh?
No.
encoded format.
Okay, extraction is one thing. Encoded one thing. Shiva, you're trying something?
PDF here is not there.
Huh?
PDF, it cannot show PDF file.
Okay, why it cannot show PDF? That is the question here. Huh? Okay, let's say you have a photo, and you have a video, and you have a text. For photo, when you double click, what is happening? Can you tell me?
Base64 it will convert.
It will
Base
search for application.
Wait. So you have three files: text file, video file, and image file. When you are clicking an image, what is happening? It is opening an image, right? Did you check what is the application? What is that application?
Editor preview.
Photo editor, preview, or something related to. See, we are setting the default software to open that file. Both are files only. Text is a file, okay, and video is a file. Image is also a file. The content is in file only, right? Only extension is different, right? And when you are double clicking, it is automatically opening in a software. So basically, the system default knows if it is a JPG, it is going to use some image software. If it is video, it is going to open a video software. Okay, if you are trying to open image in video software, you will get some random text, right? So like that, so PDF, when I click here, we are getting a text, because this is a VS Code. VS Code is a text editor. It treats PDF file as a text file. Okay, and basing on the text file it is reading, we got this garbage text, right? So any IDE default, it treats any file as a text file, because IDEs have a source code, right? Source code is always plain text. and we are trying to access a PDF in a text editor. That's why we got this one. If you try to open a video in Photoshop, you'll get some text like this only, because it cannot understand the format. Data format is different. Okay, you're getting? That is why you need to specify the data type. If it is an image, you have a photo, go and open in the photo editor. That could be MS Paint, maybe Photoshop or something, anything. Okay, if it is a video file, open in a video software, a media player, VLC player, quick player, all this thing. Okay, so here PDF file, I have two PDF files. So these two PDF files, it loaded. What it does is, these two PDF files, it made 6 document objects. If you see here, it converts into document objects, right? So this one converted into 6 document objects. That's why we got these 6 PDFs. Okay, any questions? Now let's we have a 6 this one. Let's print what's the content of that document object and the metadata. Let's see. We have a 6. In that I'm printing one of that. Let's see the content. You'll get a lot of text, but it's okay. I like that. See, it created created in different documents. See, one of the document content is, see, it's having a lot of from here, all this thing, module 5 until this text. This is all in one document object. Okay, and the metadata also I prepared. That metadata is author anonymous, keywords, all the stuff reported, all these things. Okay, source data, Gen AI course PDF file. It's having a total 2 pages. Page 1 content. This is page 1 content. Like this we have. Any questions here? You're following? The document loader, so converted all into document objects. So one of the document object information is this one. Okay, so after that, so after this one, we need to split the data. So this is splitting. We split the data. Let's see, using, let's go to the code and splitting. So basically we have a library utility. So we can go to LangChain. So LangChain is having a text splitter we have, and that we are using. This is the advantage of tools. LangChain, why you are using LangChain? LangChain is providing a text splitter. So instead of that, you can write your own text splitter. That is also fine. Okay, but already we have a tool, so we are using that. Any questions here? So here, while text splitting, right? So you are splitting into chunks. Did you remember what are the things we need to specify? Chunk size and chunk overlap. Right? These are the two things. Chunk size and chunk overlap. Chunk size I am giving 1000. Chunk overlap is 200. 1000 words, 200 words. Okay, chunk size. Like that I am splitting, and we have a total chunks. Let's see this. How many chunks? Yeah.
So Chandra, these is the characters or words?
Words.
If you go that suggestion is giving the characters, right? Go to the 200.
Okay, let's see.
More.
Look at characters. Character start. No, character base, right? So character base, the thing is that, so it could, So if you use a character base, the word becomes splitted into two parts. Let's say um, lang chain. If you give a character, right, so lang becomes LAN and remaining thing is another part. It the meaning will change, right? Okay.
Yeah, no, that method itself, the suggestions. Can you go there that method again one more time?
This this
79
no.
characters.
This one I configured my editor settings. This is editor setting.
Okay. And you go to this method once in the recursive characters. So this comment is also yours only.
No, this library.
Okay, splitting text by recursively look at characters.
Yeah, it look for the characters, but it'll find out the word only. Okay. See, character to find one that works. Right, that works is not just a character. Let's say LAN may not have a meaningful word until you will complete the lang chain.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So first it will divide into characters and then it will form.
No, it will check the characters. How it will find words, line by line character only, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Like that. So this is basically normally line length should not exceed 80 characters, 90 characters. There is a limit. That is a standard. Okay, so that's why here it's a limit exceeding more than 79. That's why it's showing red line. Okay, so now we are splitting into document into tokens, whatever you call it, chunks, whatever it is. Okay, let's run this and see how many chunks are there. It is taking time actually, so manually I will see this. After chunks, total chunks 13. Okay, from 6 PDF document objects, we got total 13 chunks. Depending up the overlapping, splitting, everything, we got this one. Let's see. We can print that content like how we did here. So we'll get that content depending on that one. Okay. After chunking, so next one is getting a embeddings actually. So let's take embeddings.
So one chunk is one word.
No.
13 chunks means
vector database. You are basically searching in the database. Searching in the database, semantic meaning, right? We are not checking for exact keywords. When you are getting a semantic meaning, we will get a multiple chunks, right? Semantic meaning means almost matching. So for that, we get a multiple results. In that, take top k. Here is a top n. You can use anything. By default is 2. You can pass if you want to take top 5, top 10, top 20 like that. So top 2 I specified. Those things we are going to pass that information to LLM. Any questions here? Guys, any questions?
No.
So here let me print how that embedding looks like. Yeah.
That chunking and everything happens every time you ask prompt?
Yeah, for that, yeah. So I told you it's a one-time process, but in this application, it's every time it's because I created this for our demo purpose.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Normally, the knowledge base is one-time process. Okay. Next time onwards, see. So creating a database is different. Retrieving the data is different, right? Yeah. So it's like you create user details once and retrieve that using multiple times. So database is separate. So here in our scenario, I kept all are in a single file. That's why it is going like that. Otherwise, you can say that create database and then you can call this one. In real time, it's like that. Okay. So now, so I'm going to run this one and I'm going to print embeddings. So after printing embeddings, I'll explain about embeddings as well. So this time, maybe while taking that, let's go to the embeddings code.
So we have 13 chunks, right?
Yeah.
One chunk will have 1,000 words.
And overlapping of 200.
Those 200 will be in the next chunk also.
Yeah, so pre and post, and that means basically 13 becomes 900. Why? Because let's take a first chunk is having a 1,000, not 1,000. So in the 1,000 we have a repeating of first 200, last 200 in the next chunk. So that becomes 600 basically, not that 900, 600, right?
600 plus 1,000 is that?
Yeah, could be, yeah, around like that. 600 plus whatever the calculation it comes, right? Let's say, see, 1 2 3 4 is one thing, 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 7 8 9 0, like this, 9 0 1 2, right? So here 3 4 is repeating here, even though it's 4 length chunk. 1 2 3 4, 3 4 is repeating here, 3 4 is repeating here, and 5 6 is repeating here, like that. So ending of 5 6. Okay. This embedding creation, these embeddings are different. There are multiple embedding systems. Basically numerical values only. Depending upon the training data, these values will change. I told you, right, in 2019 I worked. At that time we have a Google provided one word vector, and Facebook also provided one word vector. I explored on those two things. Now all these LLM for companies is having their own embeddings. Okay, OpenAI is having its own embedding methodology. Google is having its own Gemini embedding methodology. Okay, yeah, but semantic values will change because of training. They train on different data, so those things. Clear? Any questions? And so because I try to use Google embeddings and OpenAI embeddings, but they're not providing for a free account. We need to pay to get that embedding functionality. That's why I used inbuilt Python inbuilt package is there, that's called transformer. Transformer is the open this thing. So this transformer I used for getting a free embeddings. Okay, so basically embeddings also you can use a different tools. So basically so getting a numerical values only, that is also. You guys are following? And much time on this, you just understand the concepts. In real time, let's say if you are working in your project, you will get that configured system only. If you are working on a touch, you are going to get that system. That's not a problem. But if you are trying in your personal system, This torch may not work. You need to spend some time on that to configure, install or whatever it is. Okay. Right, after retrieving embeddings from the vector database, we are passing that to.
So Chandu, is there any memory issues will come for the torch?
No, not memory issue, because torch is basically internally it will use system resource. Okay, system resource completely on C++, C code. Okay, so if your system doesn't support, if you not install C++, okay, if the system doesn't support versions, different versions, so it may fail. That's what. Okay, so for PyTorch, Torch or PyTorch, you need to install C++ library.
Okay.
Yeah, because it internally works in low level. Yeah, you get the results. That result we are passing to the model. See, we got the result here, retrieve. That result I am passing to the LLM. See here, LLM model, I am passing the text and saying, see, prompt here I am specifying the prompt. Use the following context to answer the question. The context is this one, answer is whatever the prompt we have given. See, that's way in the answer, if you see, answer from the Gemini. Okay, so normally here it should from the context, from the given context. Sometimes it used to give from the given context. If you remember,